Well, it's springtime in Buffalo, and I like to remember that while we're also recognizing the Lenten season here at church, that Lent comes from an Old English word that has to do with spring and the lengthening of our days. On Sunday, I shared a story from the infancy Gospels about Jesus as a little boy when he was working with his father, who was a carpenter, and they were building a bed, and there was one board that just wasn't quite long enough. And Jesus said to his father, "Line up all those boards and get them all parallel." And then Jesus literally went and took that one board that was short and lengthened it. He pulled it to be long enough so that they had just what they needed to build a beautiful bed. And Joseph was so surprised and in marvel at what had happened that he said, "How fortunate I am that God has given the gift of this child to me." And I thought, well, that's a wonderful spiritual principle. We can say also, how fortunate I am that God has given this gift to me. And as I think about in this time right now where we're all aware of what's going on in the world and the coronavirus, and we can't help but not be affected by news reports and wondering what precautions we should take, I want to remind us that we are fortunate to have been given many gifts from God. We've been given the gifts of good judgment and wisdom and understanding to, take reasonable precautions. But also to know how fortunate we are that God has given us the gift of faith and spiritual understanding and love, and that those are the things that we want to pass around and spread and share, and that's contagious too, peace and love and compassion. And so as you think about what is yours to do, let us just remember how fortunate we are that God has given us these gifts so that we can exercise good judgment and wisdom and kindness and compassion. And so it is. Amen.